So, hey, welcome guys to a new tutorial. Today I'll show you how you can create seemingly legit Pokemon with PKHex. First things first, this is not a tutorial on how you can get PKHex and how to make it work with your 3DS. I already have a tutorial, you can watch it if you need to, but this is only around how you can create Pokemon with it and actually how you can create seemingly legit or legal Pokemon with it. And what do I mean with legal Pokemon? It's not in any terms legal for like real tournaments or something. It's just that the game itself thinks those are legal and not cheated. And this is actually the most important thing because when the game can't detect it, no one can detect it, and so they are basically legal. So I have the PKHex exe right now and my main file from so it's my save actually. I can just start PKHex right now and sometimes it will auto detect your save file if you have it, I don't know where on your computer, but if don't, you can just drag and drop your main file in here. And if you want to make competitive Pokemon, you should have your sets with you when you are making them. I will make two Pokemon today, one being breedable and one obviously not, like the Typus or the Ultra Beasts. And I think we can just start right in the beginning. I will choose a new empty box for this, and to make our Pokemon we have this huge box with a few tabs on it, and we need all of them. So let's just start with the first main tab. We don't care about this first PID stuff right now, we will care about this later. So we will start with the obviously species, and this is obviously Milotic, like you could have guessed. Then we also can choose a nickname. You have to actually take this nickname thing and then you can give it a nickname if you want. I won't do this because I'm bad at giving something nicknames. So then we'll set a level. So for the most parts, level 50 will be enough, but I would recommend setting it every time to level 100 because there are some Pokemon in which you can only learn some moves with level 60 or something, and you will not have the trouble checking this when you just set it to level 100. So then the nature, I think this is self-explanatory. I will use bold like I have here. The held item, I will use Keyberry. This is not important for legality and friendship. You can choose whatever you want up to 252. Then I will use competitive. Here you have to actually watch out if the hidden ability is available in the game you are playing. So, but this isn't hidden, so it's okay. So the language is from actually which game this Pokemon is and which language this game has. For me it's just English because I want to make this Pokemon appear as it's from my own game as I hatched it there. So you won't check this because then it will be an egg in your box, and this is obviously not really legal with level 100. This infected just means Pokerus, and then you can cure it. You can just actually leave this, or if you want, you can check this, but I don't think that's so important. Then you have to type in your 3DS region here, not game, your 3DS region, and mine is actually Germany, and I have a European 3DS. So let's go to the next tab, and this is actually something a few people mess up. Actually, it's not that hard. You just choose your origin game, like you always actually thought. Then choose, so go directly down here, choose as egg, and it should be, yeah, it should be completed already. You get it from the nursery helpers, and then you can double click this map location and it's access to something. You just take that because that's obviously right, route 4, map level 1. To the Pokeball you can actually nearly all times you can choose whatever Pokeball you want. Sometimes there are exceptions, so I would check for it. Like I use Beast Ball because it's actually great. So the stats, they are actually self-explanatory as well. Here you have the IVs. You can take up to 31 if you want, or the EVs like this here. You can have them up to 510 and 552 on each stats. Here you have a hidden power. If you change this, this here will also change. So you have to watch out for that. If you want to make your one stat, like if you want to have a hidden power like this here and so far have only 30 of, you can hyper train it. And you can do this by clicking Control and left mouse click on it, so it has this green shade. This means it's actually 30 IVs, but it has been hyper trained, and so it's like it would have 31 IVs. So let's go next to the attack. This is another thing where you can mess up badly, I think. So you first off put all your normal attacks in here like you have in your set. That shouldn't be that hard. You can double click on here to have like full PP up. So there are little relearn moves. You can actually just go onto Cerebi or something and look up what of your moves are actually relearn moves. But PKHex has a built-in function for that. You can just double click like in between here or something, and then you will have all relearn moves you need for your Pokemon. So actually we are done with that, and we can go to the latest tab. Here are your trainer information. If you imported your save from here, you can just double click OT again, exactly, and then it will autofill for you. You actually don't have to care about all this. Obviously, if you want to have some markings like something like this, you can do it. Memories you don't need with Gen 7 anymore, so you can just leave this and just don't mess with it. You can actually, but you don't need, and it's actually pretty useless. So you can see it is still not legal because actually Milotic is a Pokemon you need to trade to get evolution. So that's actually pretty easy. You just have to type in like any latest OT, and it's really doesn't matter what you are typing in there. You just need this, click one time here, and you see it's legal right now. It has this green thing, but you need to do two things. You need to reroll the encryption constant a few times or one time, who cares. Then go to main and reroll the Pokemon IV. This is important as well. And now if you want to make this Pokemon shiny, you don't reroll over here, you reroll over here. Then your Pokemon is shiny. Actually, you can change the gender here if you want, but if you care about this. So I'll make this shiny for now, and I will just now you can right click on any free or filled spot and can set it. So one thing I want to show you right now, which is important, like when you want to change something, like you want it to catch a route 3 and not route 4, then it don't automatically change. You have to set it again. Like really, you have to set it every time you change, because this is like a floating Pokemon which is in neither of the spots right here, and you have to really put it down anytime. So for the second Pokemon, I will use a quick tool which is actually pretty useful. You can use if you have it formatted like this. You can just copy this over here, copy it, and then you can just use the tool here, showdown, and import set from clipboard, and you can see it will import this set here, which is really useful. So the most stuff here is actually important. I will set this to level 100. This looks good. So on net, uncheck this thing as egg right here. And no, really, the only thing you have to do, double click on mat location and it autofills for you. That's amazing. You don't have to look up in the internet which things you have to put in here and where you can find it. Just double click it and it's fine. If you have an Ultra Beast which you actually can't find in Sun, just click Moon and make it with it and it should work as well. You can obviously use another OT if you want, but you don't have to. So stats, this is also automatic completed with the showdown gadget. So the only thing we have to change here are real moves, because this is actually not a breeded Pokemon. It has actually no real moves. This is important, otherwise it won't be legal. So we can actually check this. We can clear this because we don't need this actually, and just reroll this. So we can just reroll this and reroll this. So one thing, if you want to make this shiny, it isn't legal because those Pokemon are shiny locked, so they can't be shiny. So it will tell you actually, and counter cannot be shiny. So you just reroll this or like so, and it is legal. Perfect. Now you can just set it here, and really it's so easy. So the few things you really have to look at is this are legal relearn moves and the encryption and the Pokemon ID constants. That's basically everything. It's like easy as it is. I will go in-game right now and I will show you that they will work in online battle spot and won't be detected by any cheating stuff in it. So see you in a few seconds. So I'm now connected to the internet with my 3DS. It's a little bit laggy, just don't care, it is not too important. I will just go on to battle spot. And I will obviously make a rated battle because free battle are just, yeah, you can use everything on this. Yes, who cares? I will use, yes, again, who cares? I obviously want, blah blah. And then I will make a short team. So here are in box 9 our two Pokemon. One is being shiny, you can see right here, being shiny, and this one. With both of them being OT of me, and I can just, I don't know what I can make of it. I'll just drag and drop it like randomly in here. And then I will use team 1 and we'll confirm it. Let's look. It's checking everything. And it looks like it will be connecting me online. Yes, though that's actually everything. I will now turn off my 3DS again. So I just wanted to show you. So you can see those are seemingly legal. And actually that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.